Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel and thank you so much for clicking on today's video. This video is kind of like special, or maybe I just want to say that this video is something that I have wanted to address to people clearly, because whenever somebody looks at me, they just ask me what the heck is wrong with my face. So this video is something that I want to address it with, and yeah, that's the whole point of this video. Like, what the heck is wrong with my face? This video is very personal and something that I have been wanting to share with people for a very long time, but I just did not have the heart to do that. But now I feel like I actually can address it with you and share it with you. This video is about these lesions that are on my jaw and on my chin and how they are caused, what are they. No, they're not acne. On my face, they are caused by acne, but they are not acne, and what it is. And I'm really uncomfortable in sharing this right now, but I thought that maybe I'm just gonna do it because just for the sake of doing it. So yeah, so before all that, I'm just gonna give you a disclaimer on what to say and what not to say to a person who has keloids like me, or even to people who have acne. Oh my gosh, what is wrong with your face? What happened? Are you alright? Nothing's wrong with my face actually. Like, my face is absolutely. I can see stuff going on in your face. There's definitely something wrong. Like, go get yourself treated. I mean, look at your face. What's wrong with it? What's going on over there? Absolutely nothing's wrong with my face. That's just how my skin looks.
I can tell it's very bad. Does it hurt? I mean, are you alright? What's wrong with your face, honey?
So, I just wanted to give you a disclaimer on what keloids are. For those who might not know, keloids are raised scars that grow beyond the boundaries of the original wound. So, for example, say that I had a really bad acne, a hormonal acne on my face over here. After they got healed, my skin just produces excess of collagen in order to, actually heal the entire skin. They can form after injuries, after surgeries, or even spontaneously for some people. Causes: too much collagen in the skin, which can happen after injury to the skin, such as a cut, burn, surgery, acne, or body piercing. Just like when you get some keloids in your ears after you get your ears pierced, that's what's up with my jaw. Who is more likely to get keloids? People that are younger than 30, people who are black, Asians, and Hispanics. They are not harmful, but they can be uncomfortable, itchy, or even painful. So it all started back in 2017 or 2016, I guess, when I started hitting puberty. Not even puberty, it was like after I hit puberty, my hormones were all messed up, and I used to get a lot of acne. I still get a lot of acne on my face because my hormones are still messed up. And imagine back in 2017, like, my skin is clearer, way clearer now than what it was back then. But that time, it was all because of I was just growing up and my body was just adapting to it, and all the hormones that my body created caused my acne all over the face. And those acne that were hormonal, like the ones on my jaw and on my lower part of my face, those acne were super deep inside my skin. So when the acne actually came out, and it was really painful, like, it did not completely heal because it was so big and painful. That's why these keloids were formed on top of that, because of collagen and excessive of collagen production. In order to heal that scar, it just overgrew. So it's just basically skin. That keloids are basically skin that are caused by the excess of collagen, and that is caused because my skin was trying to heal itself. I also went to the doctors, and the doctors fed me with medicines, and the more medicines that they fed me, the more acne I used to get. And before I went to the doctor, and whenever my hormonal acne were caused, I never got any keloids. Like, all this acne completely healed. But after I went to the doctor and started taking meds, it was just all messed up, and I feel I still blame the medicines to cause this, because of those medicines all those acne were caused in a very deep layer of my skin, and after that whole medicine thing, now when I get a super deep acne, it does not form a keloid. Like only in that era when I was taking all the meds, that's when it was all caused. So I know I shouldn't have gone to the doctor because I was just young, but and I knew that my body will automatically heal itself no matter what. My people around me, my relatives, all the people who looked at my face always questioned what the heck is wrong with my face, go get checked. And it kind of like forced me into a dark place where I thought that there's something wrong with me, there's something wrong with my body, there's something wrong with my face, and I need to get it fixed. And it caused me to be really, really insecure. So that's why I forced my parents to take me to the doctor because I wanted to be healed, but instead, stuff went the wrong way. I feel like right now, if I go and get myself treated, everything's going to go fine because my body is adapted to the adulthood and all the hormones work accordingly and my skin work accordingly. So the keloids that I have are around my jaw, as you can see, on my face and in my back, or I should say my shoulders, like it's a strap, and also in the upper part of my arms over here. And those were because, like, my back, I used to get a lot of back acne as well, and acne on my arms as well because of all the hormones that were messed up. So it's over here on my shoulders, near my neck, my chin, or my jaw, whatever you want to say. Not on my chin, my jaw. Yeah. So that's that. Honestly, it took me a long time to actually finally accept me the way I am and accept my skin the way it is and accept my body the way it is. Most of the insecurity was caused by people externally telling me that this is wrong with you, this is something that you should get treated, and all that, which caused all the insecurities and all the dark places that I went into. Because if nobody pointed it out, I would not know. Like, I would not know that there's something wrong. I would just be like, this is how it is. But since externally people come and tell me that go get yourself checked, or have you gotten yourself checked? Are you trying to treat yourself? Are you trying to get it treated and all that? That, it builds up some sort of weird thing inside your heart when sometimes, you always hear that literally every single day when you meet somebody new or when you see someone and they just come to you and say all that things, you just feel weird and bad. And it took me a long, long time to actually accept myself and come to a positive place where I take it as this it is what it is, and that I want to actually treat it in a positive way. And even if it's not treated, it's like I don't even care. It's beautiful, nice. It's just a part of me. That's how my skin works. That's how my body works. If I have an injury, my skin just produces excess collagen to heal it. That's what it is. But it took me a long time, and it was only and only God who actually proved Himself that He loved me enough just the way I am. He died for me, accepting the fact that I am such a sinner. When I got to know Him, and when I got to know His love, and when I got to know how great of a God He is, that I started accepting myself, that I'm fearfully and wonderfully made, that I'm His creation, and that He does not make any mistakes. He does not make any mistakes in creating something because He is God. He makes no mistakes. So that's why I realized that, yeah, it's not that big of a deal, because I should not base my worth as to who am I as a person just because of how I look. And I realized that my worth is all on God. Like, it's all on Him and how He has saved me, and I completely depend on Him, and how it is something that is totally dependent on God. Like, my worth is not how I look, how I dress up, how I speak, how I am as a person, but it is all on God. So yeah, that helped me, accept it in a positive way and come out of that weird dark place so that I can look it into a positive note and I can get that treated if I want to. But if it's not gone, then it's not big of a deal for me. Yes, I've tried to treat it. I've tried to treat this one. At first, my face only had this and this, so these two I've tried to treat it. But what happened is that they just expanded, and I tried that steroid injection treatment. There are many treatments for the keloids, but the one that I tried to treat it with, like the doctor did, is with the steroid injections, and it just lay flat on my face right now. It's not like raised up like these ones, but it was not completely gone. So for future or even for 2025, I have made this decision that I'll treat it through laser treatment. Like I'll go to a doctor asking for a laser treatment to be treated for this. Does that make sense? I don't know. As much as the reviews that I've seen, that people have given positive reviews for this laser treatment, and I don't know. I'll just go to the doctor and get consulted as to what I should be doing. But I'm still waiting on God. I'm still praying to Him, and it's not a big deal for me if it's not gone. So I literally don't care. The mental and emotional impact of having keloid scars, especially when it's completely visible, like as a part of my face. Honestly, it had been tough. It has been tough. It has been really, really tough. And whenever I meet new people, I still get this weird vibe from them, and they just keep noticing my scars. Like they stare at it, and I can see their eyes. I can see it in their eyes. Like they're looking at my jaw and my scars, not at my eyes. So yeah, I still feel weird, but honestly, it does not bother me anymore. It used to bother me a lot, and I was in a really, really dark place for a very long time because of how people viewed me and how they treated me. Just because I looked differently, just because I have scars on my face, and just because I have acne on my face as well. And I have seen that pretty privilege has been a thing. And after listening to people say that, oh, go get yourself checked, you need to get yourself checked, or like making me feel like, there's something wrong with my face, I was inherently had that in my mind, in my heart, that I'm just an ugly person, I'm just an ugly looking human being, and there's no point in getting dressed, or there's no point in making myself try to look good or even put any efforts in me, because anyways I'm an ugly person and that's my worth, that nobody cares. And yeah, it made me, it took me to that place. So after a long time, after a lot of prayers, after a lot of growing spiritually in God, that I realized that it's all stupid. Just get over it. I have gotten over it, but I still get it sometimes when I meet new people, or when somebody tells me, straight up says it to my face. I still feel weird, and if I'm hormonally imbalanced, like if I'm in that time of my month, then mostly I just cry. So yeah, I let it out, I cry. It took me a long time to come out of it, and right now where I am at is that I'll get myself treated when I want to, when I'm ready, when I have the funds, or when I have the time and energy to. If I don't have that, I don't mind it having on my face. I used to think that nobody loved me because of that. Nobody is going to love me. No guy is ever going to love me because I look so weird and I have acne on my face. But honestly, those things are so superficial and on the surface level and so shallow that it's just gone now. It's just over. All that thing is over. I even used to wear a mask until 2022 post COVID, because I used to be so insecure about how I looked and my keloids, and at that time it weren't even that big. Like right now, these have expanded so much, and I just flaunt it like this because I don't care. I know that I look this way and I'm fine with it. So, yeah. But I used to wear masks, I used to cover myself, I used to not, pay attention on myself, I used to not care on how I looked because, anyways, inherently in my heart and my mind, I was like, I'm ugly anyway, so what's the point? But now I just do it for myself. I dress up for myself, I wear jewelry for myself, I apply makeup for myself, I dress up well for myself. I try to feel good for myself, not for anybody and not for anybody else, or not for other people to accept me as how I am, because I don't care if they do not. Hey guys, it's editing me, and I just thought that maybe I should address to you saying that you are absolutely beautiful, and if you are dealing with this thing, if you are also going through all this, then please don't worry, because you are beautiful, you are worthy, you are loved, and God created you in His own image, and He has fearfully and wonderfully made you. And He knows you, He knows your struggles, He knows everything, and you can trust Him, you can have your faith in Him. And if you are an unbeliever, if you don't believe in God, then it's fine. I'm here to tell you that you are beautiful, you are wonderful, and your body is just wonderful. And don't be so hard on yourself. You're amazing person, and you're not defined by the way, just by the way you look. I know that people here in this world, they come to you and they, judge you by the way you look, and they treat you accordingly, but that does not mean that you are supposed to define yourself based on that. You are going to meet many, many new people, many people who actually love you for who you are, actually would love you and appreciate you and your presence. And like, you don't have to worry about it. And if, like, it's not the end of the world as well. If you want to get it treated, you can always get it treated. So, yeah,